Gabungus. Hello, everyone. This is Vagrant story time. Also, I'm trying something new with the color correction. I changed the gamma a little bit, so let me know how stream looks tonight. Hey, thanks,
Hello.
buddy. Also, Xeno's here, unfortunately.
I'm here and I will make it everyone's problem.
Yeah. Okay. So, we are literally at the entrance to the Snowfly Forest. I already went into the forest last time, and then I came right back out so I could save and quit.
Right, and that was specifically to trigger a cutscene.
Yeah. Alright. How's my equipment? I got that fancy schmancy rapier.
For right now, your equipment doesn't really matter, at least for the next, like, 5 rooms.
Okay. Let's just get started.
Okay, so, first off, point. Oh, I thought you got this cutscene already. Alright.
And the snowflies. Oh.
Okay, orient your camera so you are looking north.
Forgot I could zoom out.
Yep. Since cardinal directions are going to be very important this time around.
Oh, alright. Need to have another look at the map. Okay. So the north is the further tree. It's on the map. So yes, okay. I'm facing north.
Okay. So you can only go south here.
Yes. So I go south.
Yes.
Fuck. Alright, I don't know what I'm attacking.
It is basilisk, I believe.
Like this, the serpent?
Well, it's like a salamander in this, but it's called a basilisk. Yeah, you'll have 2 enemy types that show up in these rooms. Ichthyus, which is kind of like a flying fish bat thing, and basilisks, which are these little lizards.
Alright. Once again, orient north.
Yeah, you want to go east.
Okay. Oh, so northeast has no tree. Press the right button, Spike. Oh. Right. Northeast has no tree. Yeah, I think I'm facing north. Which way? Which way?
East.
East.
Okay, so they literally are fish. But these guys actually can drop a, I think it's these guys. They can drop an item that is useful later on that you can use to skip some puzzles. But you don't need to go out of your way to get the item. Holy fuck, you got it on the first one. I didn't get a single one of those in my entire time mapping out this fucking forest.
Ain't no way.
What the fuck?
Alright, I guess we'll just wait here. So the way I came... Let's see, which way did I come from? Oh, it doesn't tell me in the Snowflake Forest.
Nope, it doesn't. So you want to go east, which will be the way. It's to the right, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think it's to the left. Alright, I'm gonna try not to move the camera too much.
Yeah, definitely try to do that. I will say with a lot of these like plus-shaped rooms, they put shit in the way, so that way it kind of forces you to rotate the camera, which of course is going to disorient you.
Yeah.
And make you get lost. So here, go east. Game.
Okay.
There we go.
Only one enemy? No, there he is. Actually,
Huh?
huh?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know about that. That would have been fucking helpful.
Yeah, I was trying to put away my weapon and just accidentally interacted with the tree. I didn't even know it would do anything.
Huh.
Okay. So that's good. So I can probably find items that I can interact with to reorient me.
Probably, yeah. That's so cool.
Okay. That makes this significantly less, well, maybe not significantly, but a little less annoying than I thought it would be. Alright, facing north.
So if you want to have some fun, open the map. Yeah. So all the way on the right side, that plus-shaped room on the right,
Yeah.
the north, east, and south exits all take you to different rooms. And none of them are connected to that room.
I was gonna say, until you added the none of them are connected, that is how rooms generally work.
Yeah, so the east exit brought you to the west exit of the room you're currently in. The north exit brings you to the south exit of the room, one room to the east of where you are. And the south exit brings you to the north exit of the room, 2 rooms east of where you are.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So from here, you want to go south. There's a boss fight here.
Hey, Takamura.
So the instant you are able to open up your menu so that way you can swap gems around and whatnot. So the guide recommends Dragonite gem on a rapier, but you can just use whatever weapon is your best weapon.
Which happens to be a rapier.
Yeah.
Dragonite gem on... Alright. What about shield?
For shield, it says to throw the White Queen gem on, just because. I mean, I guess a little bit can help. I don't really see the need to do that. But just like the other dragons, you want to run in as fast as possible and get under the head. So, guide recommends attacking the head specifically. If you have it, go to Enchanter and cast Luft Fusion.
Alright, hang on. Yes, Zeno, when he went through this and made a map himself, he did not get any fairy wings. And it's going good. We just started.
Yeah, I didn't get a single one.
Sorry, what did you say to use?
Luft Fusion.
Alright, should I use the generate on the dragon?
No, you don't have to. Just chain the head.
Got him.
Nice.
So that is what most people quit on?
Most people, according to this guide, quit here in Snowfly Forest, and specifically at the Earth Dragon.
Well, they're probably not
Probably
following
because, well, yeah, probably because A, not following a guide, and B, struggling to understand the systems in the game.
I mean, I think it was
acid breath.
Yeah.
That one-shot me when I was here.
It came pretty close to one-shotting me. I had like 38 health left. Yeah, bronze key.
Yep.
Arrow guard. Ooh. Yes. Most people run in outside battle mode, get breathed on, and die.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I know there's another boss in here. Not in this room. The winds have changed. The quake. A sign. Vendos. Lambkin. Answer me, for the love of God. All of the snowflies. Right. Alright.
So, guide doesn't mention anything else in this room.
Alright. I still facing north? No.
Well, there's only one way out of this room, so...
Ah, back the way I came. Okay.
So, from here, you want to go east.
And from the game made any sense to you about how to navigate the forest? I don't remember what hints you're talking about.
The game tells you to follow the snowflies, essentially.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. You said go east?
Yeah, go east.
Because the snowflies don't seem to be flying in any specific direction. Alright, check something. Yeah, there's a man. Okay, so it's basically any tree in the room. Got it.
Oh, that's nice.
The only thing
That would have been fucking helpful when I was mapping this area out.
The only thing I can get from that hint is that the more snowflies, the closer you are to the big bad. But other than that, when it comes to directions, it doesn't help at all. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the snowflies just kind of seem to have a set animation, and it doesn't seem to point them in any specific direction, so I don't know what the point of them saying that is, unless it's not really a hint for the player, and it's just lore, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't need to heal, but I'm going to. Yeah, well,
There's really no harm in healing.
Yeah, because my MP heals faster than my HP. If any of you guys have played the Colossal Cave Adventure or Zork, there is an area in both games. The one in Zork is a reference to the one from the Colossal Cave Adventure, where there are a series of rooms that are connected in ways that don't make sense. And the only defining feature of the room isn't even in the room. It's the entrances and exits. So in Colossal Cave Adventure, there is an area where every room in that spot says something like, you are in a little maze of twisty passages, or a twisting maze of little passages, or a twisty maze of passages, or something like that. The only way you can tell what room you're in is based on the order of the words in the description. And Zork has a very similar area. And that's what I think of when I see this. Alright, so where do I go?
East.
East. I keep making me go east. There are 3 entire other directions. Ow. Alright, so I can actually rotate the camera freely as long as I can find the tree. I guess. I should probably... Hang on. I seem to be doing less damage to these guys. I put the Salamander Ruby back on it. There we go. There's one direction puzzle I hate and was stuck on for a long time was the Desert in Breath of Fire 3. I have never played Breath of Fire. I kind of want to. Because Capcom is not known for their RPGs, and I know that Breath of Fire is kind of a beloved series. Oh, I had a spell I never used. Shadow Guard and Demon Scales my next 2. Just so I have all the affinities for defense. You never know when they'll come in handy. Alright, let me also... Oh. Give me a moment here. Gotta move these up. That just clears all risk. Holy shit. Alright. Green 4 are quite good. 5th one. There's a 5th. Wait, there's a 5th Breath of Fire? I thought it ended at the 4th one.
I thought there were only 3.
Well, I knew there were 4. I didn't know there were 5. Letters influence in using Dead Rising. You know what's funny? I hate Dead Rising. I waited years to get an Xbox 360 so I could finally play Dead Rising. We got an Xbox 360 in 2013. I was so excited. I bought the game, I played it, and I fucking hated it. I really want to give it another shot. I never sold it. I did keep it. But I might have to have someone backseat me through it, because when I played it, it was so clunky and janky that I was not having a good time. Just to try a remake. I might get the remake. 2 on SNES, 2 on PS1, 1 on PS2. Okay, I didn't know there were any on PS2. 1 and 2 are on the SNES app on Switch, so if you have a Switch Online subscription, you could play them. If you want to play the first two. Alright, so where do I go?
So guide says go east.
East again. That's the only direction we go here. We only go east. No enemies.
Yep. Once again, east.
Haven't been online with Switch mods. Hear you. If you do, can backseat you since I know mostly by her. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I do know someone else who could also probably backseat me, but I will keep that in mind. Only the one enemy? Oh.
Yep, only the one.
So where do I go?
Once again, go east.
Oh my god. Before I go, I just want to see what my map looks like. Oh dear lord. Weast. Fuck you. I'm gonna turn you into a delicious sandwich.
So one thing I will note about the directions for this guide, the guide notes that this pathing is taking you through basically every room in the forest in one continuous line. There are faster ways to get through the forest, but this one gives you the most opportunities to get items.
I just want to see how long I could take that with missing. Oh!
Is that a crit?
That was a crit. Also, both of them dropped items. According to Takamura, they have a near 100% chance of dropping them.
Yeah, and I never got any. I have no idea how. I may have just been ignoring those enemies, but I genuinely don't remember.
Oh, I've been fighting everything I come across. That's just how I play RPGs. That's not helpful. Wait, that old SpongeBob joke still hit. Yep, past 10 years is nothing. So, I don't remember the Weast joke. I do find it funny that SpongeBob and Simpsons have a lot in common in the sense that the first, like, few seasons spawned hundreds of memes, and then there's nothing from the 2000s, from, like, season 4 or 5 onwards. I could be slightly off on The Simpsons, but, like, basically, once 2D animation started getting cleaner with the change of how animating was done for television, going from traditional to digital and whatnot, that's basically where the memes stop for both of them. Alright, where'd I go?
You pointing north?
I think so, yeah.
Well, double check.
Where's the... There it is.
Okay. You want to go west.
That's where I came. It looks like there's only one way to go, but I might have to turn around.
You want to go north.
Nice. Well, there are pirates and Patrick's read west, or west is west, so they were supposed to be east. Ah, okay.
So now you should be back in the room called They Also Feed. You've been here before.
Yes, that's a very ominous room. A room name.
So you want to go west this time.
I didn't mean to get that. I need to find a tree, or I need to check the map real quick, make sure I'm in the... What is the name of the room I should be in?
The Yellow Wood.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you've been in this room before.
I'm trying to find the tree to reorient myself. There it is. Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm not. Yeah. Trying to breathe, and I think I swallowed something.
Oof.
Anytime I almost or successfully choke on my own spit. I think of that one Stormcloak from Skyrim who says, "My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?"
I love that quote.
Alright, where do I go?
From here, you want to go south. Also, you remember that boss you fought a while ago, the Fire Elemental?
Oh god.
Here he is as a regular enemy. So you want water on your weapon, fire on your shield, if you can do that.
Yeah, I have to heal first. Ah, my name is Ashley. Okay. Non-Euclidean, so around forest. So, I may have a fundamental misunderstanding of what non-Euclidean means. Because I thought it was a reference to that one maze that some Greek mythology figure was in trying to kill the Minotaur, where the maze kept changing. I thought that's what non-Euclidean meant. So I think I have a fundamental misunderstanding of what non-Euclidean means. You said fire on the shield?
Yeah, you want water on your weapon, fire on your shield, essentially.
Should probably start with the weapon. There you go. Water. But essentially, this forest, if you go east from one room, you end up, like, from the west exit of a room that's not adjacent, and if you go back the way you came, you end up in a completely different room. Euclidean geometry is shapes in flat planes, so non-Euclidean is anything else like the surface of a sphere or a Pringle. Ah, okay. Mister, if you pelt me with one more fireball, then we are going to have a problem. Uh-oh.
You might have to cast, like, Prostasia on yourself, or, one of the, fusions.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Frost Fusion. That'll work.
Yeah, I better not do what I think it's going to do. Motherfucker! You're thinking of labyrinthine, or dynamic, or ever-changing. Okay. I'm... Now, the real question about this game that I have is, does it have hot werewolves? Zeno, do you know?
I don't remember.
You don't remember if the werewolves are hot or if it has werewolves?
I don't remember if it even has werewolves.
Okay. Dealt with me long enough to just accept my bullshit. Alright, looks like we got... entrance. Okay, that's a tree that I'm looking at. Alright. We got north and south.
You want to go south.
Alright, well, we gotta wait for my MP to charge.
Also, the next room has both a container and a save point.
Oh, yeah, I can offload some shit.
Yep. There's also a chest with some stuff in there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you said south?
Yeah, south.
This leads to the city. Where's the other chest?
So I believe the chest is across the river. You need to jump across the wooden poles.
I haven't seen undead in a while.
Yep. And the guide actually theorizes that these two undead guys are the two knights that, I think his name is Grissom, the dude who was calling out to two people earlier. The guide thinks that these two are the two that he was calling out to.
Are they the only undead in the area? Do you know?
That I don't remember.
Because if they are, it probably is the case. No, there are more. Okay. Here it is. Oh dear. Oh, Hagane's shield. Chainmail. New accessory. New gem. Ooh, restores HP and MP. Invigorate.
So the save point in the container on the other side of the river.
That's one way of getting
And now
there.
you're back over here. Also, fun fact,
There's already something on the shield.
before you killed the basilisk on this side of the river, you walked up to a exit for the room where Ashley questioned if it leads back to the city, or leads to the city. If you went through that exit, you'd be back at the start of the forest.
Oh god.
Yep.
Dragon Boss Room has 2 other undead enemies if you revisit it. Ah, okay. Let's do a city, not the city you want. I have more Hagane ring leggings, it looks like. Everything I have at the moment is Hagane except for my helmet. Yee. I have more stuff in the chest. Why does it have to access the memory card first? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the last time I was trying to store stuff, I forgot to store my shields. Popular theory is that accessing the memory card for the container prevented some kind of duplication exploit. To be honest, no idea. It's a really weird mechanic. I'm close to finishing my coffee. Which means I'll have to get a replacement drink shortly.
You're also close to being done with this forest. Depending on if you want to take the long or the short route.
What benefit is there to doing the long route?
The long route just fills out the map.
I'm not too concerned about that.
Okay, so you want to do short route then?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
I'm only concerned about filling out the map if it gets me more items that are useful.
Yeah, I don't think there are more items you can get here. Well, aside from, you know, the boss room.
Or getting more fairy wings.
Okay, whenever you're ready, cross the river and go through the exit on that side.
Fucking whiffs the chain because I was looking at my stream instead of my monitor.
Nice.
Alright.
You want to go north. There's another fire elemental here, by the way.
Motherfucker! Yes, I know I was too slow. Let me just make sure I didn't just take that off. Okay. I swapped shields and didn't move the gem onto the shield I have equipped.
Nice.
Which on the memory serves right, only one of the extra pieces of the map have enemies, and those are the ones with a 12% chance of fairy wings. So what is this game about other than the classic random farmhand to renowned Godslayer pipeline? It's actually not that, from what I know. Funnily enough. Zeno, would you like to explain for reality glitch?
Sure, I can do a very shitty job at explaining it.
I'm having trouble keeping up with the story right now, so it might be better if you do it.
You are basically like a special agent from Parliament being sent to investigate a city that has some magic shenanigans going on, and a cardinal of the church is also investigating said city and is going against Parliament. Basically, political drama and RPG.
Set in the same world as Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy XII, and part of Final Fantasy XIV. Ivalice. That's the name of the world. I don't remember which part of Final Fantasy XIV, but it's the same writer and director across all of them. And he's a pretty base director because he told Weebs to shut the fuck up about Unicorn Overlord's localization. Because even he was getting sick of the discourse. If you could stop sucking my MP, I'd be very happy about that. It is not the good suck. Oh, Unicorn Overlord. It has a really, really good localization that pissed off Weebs for some reason. Because
Weebs were angry that the game didn't use like plain English and didn't like one-to-one translate the original Japanese, instead using kind of archaic English similar to like Middle English, or what most people would call Old English, basically Middle Ages. And they changed the dialogue a little bit to actually give characters some personality, because in the Japanese version, all the characters have the exact same personality. So there's no difference between the characters other than they look different. Whereas in the English release, they actually like sound different and act different as well. And that pissed off Weebs because it wasn't accurate to the Japanese version, even though it's being localized, not translated. Basically, Weebs are fucking stupid.
There we go. Finally. Well, it would have helped if I'd lowered my risk at some point, but I wasn't paying attention to it. Yeah, Unicorn Overlord is an amazing game, from what I've heard. And the localization is really, really good. But Weebs don't want localization. They want a one-to-one translation, even if it's to the detriment of the game and the story. And
Okay,
even a Japanese director spoke out, calling them stupid. What was that?
You want to go east.
East. Okay. Let me wait for my MP to go back up. It's always funny to me whenever there's some...
You really don't need to wait for your MP, because the next 2 rooms just have the Ichthys and Basilisk enemies, so nothing to worry about.
Okay. My favorite thing online is watching some weeb complain about, like, a bad localization or quote-unquote Western woke nonsense, and then a Japanese game director tells them to shut the fuck up. That's always the best. I really wish it wasn't so slow doing this.
What, swapping gems around?
It's just so many menus I have to go through.
It gets easier as you basically just get better equipment.
Yeah,
because then you'll have multiple gem slots, so you don't need to swap all of the gems every time if you want to be lazy. You can just kind of leave gems in place.
Yeah. Right now,
especially if you just brute force fights.
Yeah, right now I actually have to care because my stats are so low. But I'm assuming it gets better.
Yeah, that, and as you kill enemies, you can raise your class and affinity with the weapon, and the weapon gets stronger as a result. So
also those break arts I keep forgetting to use.
Yeah, there's those too.
Alright, which way to go?
From here on out, it is north.
Always north?
Yep. Next room, by the way, is a boss fight.
Alright, anything I should know?
I will tell you once you get there.
Probably should have kept my weapon out. This is madness. You'll die. I can summon. It is not your sacred right. I see that chest behind you. I'm not even gonna try. And I say you'll die. Knight of Shadow from ancient slumber, the bloody glyph carved in flesh. Very possible. We cannot reign in the dark. There are limits to all things. You have reached yours. The dark is hungry. It has fed. Speaking ill of the dead. Are we, Sydney? Knight of Shadow from ancient slumber. The bloody glyph carved it. Okay. Feeling. Power swells and flows through me. Now, in my brother's name, you die. Who am I fighting here?
Well, once you get a chance, open your menu.
Trying to get my weapon out first. Alright.
Okay, so do not attack Sydney. If you are nearby him, he will cast Heal or Prostasia on you. So he is helping you with this fight.
Okay. What
He'll
happens
also
if
cast them on himself.
What if I accidentally attack him?
I don't know. Why did you close your menu?
Because I thought that was it. I'm stupid.
This is a boss fight. Of course it's not it. So, first off, you want to target the Dark Crusader.
Okay.
For doing that, put the Jinn Amber on your weapon.
I think that's currently on my shield. No, it's not. It's the Night Killer. Alright. In for the shield.
Doesn't actually say anything for the shield.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
But you want to put on the Sylphid Ring.
Okay.
And then once you're out of this, cast Luft Fusion on yourself.
Alright. I am going to get out of this by using a healing item.
You can also just heal from the menu by going to Magic and then select Heal.
Yes, but this also gets me out of the menu.
Well, true.
Because now I can hold R2 and get to the magic menu. See? Alright, what am I casting?
Luft Fusion.
Alright, Air Affinity. Alright, so target the Headless Horseman.
Yeah. Cast Degenerate on it first, and then go for its legs.
Alright. Dark Crusader. That was fast.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh.
And that is why you want to go for that thing first. Now open your menu.
Hang on. Ow. Yes?
So now move the Jinn Amber onto your shield.
This would be a lot easier if I could select a gem that's already
so-
equipped.
While you're at your weapon, by the way, Braveheart.
Uh-oh. It's on something else.
Well,
There it is.
there it is.
I'm gonna go through my weapons real quick and make sure nothing else is left on them, so that way I actually have access to it.
Yeah, guide does recommend swapping to an edged weapon, but I don't think it really matters all that much, quite honestly. I mean, I went through the entire game using basically only an edged weapon, so...
That is a nice gem on that weapon. Braveheart. And then Jin Amber on the shield.
Yes.
Also, according to Takamura, attacking Sydney doesn't do anything, and you can even kill him.
Oh, okay. So now you want to cast Prostasia on yourself, or you can let Sydney cast it on you if he decides to do that. And then after you do that, use that new grimoire you got to cast Tarnish on Grissom. And you want to try and stick to as close to him as possible, according to the guide.
I can't deal much damage to him with this weapon. I have to change weapons. Which means I'll have to cast Prostasia again.
No, okay. Maybe you do need an edged weapon this time, then?
Ironically, that would be curved sword. You can also stack Prostasia or any of the elemental buffs with Invigorate. Ooh. This is going to be a much weaker weapon, though, so that's how this works. Oh, it's because my weapon was air focused and he's an air enemy. Alright, not that much better, but it's doable.
While you were doing this, I'm going to bug out for a quick moment. So I'll be right back.
Alright. That's a lot of misses. Oh, my risk is really high. You can keep sucking me off all you want. I'm still going to pelt you with my sword. Oh. Father. Daredevil. Oh my god. Daredevil Rise Again? Marvel Cinematic Universe reference? Or whatever the fuck it's called? I don't know. I don't keep up with the MC. Is that a shillelagh? Is that how that's spelled? Ooh. Ew. Grimoire gnome. Reek, Riskbreaker. What is that stench? Ah, you met Rosencrantz. Sommiele Monde was a wellspring for the dark. What think you? I've been shown a lifetime of oddities in a day. So you believe the dark exists, yet you do not believe that which you cannot see. The dark covers your eyes, and you are blind. There is no proof. Am I to believe that a great quake was man's doing? Thousands of city folk, their lives sacrificed to make this wellspring. By whom? Parliament? The Cardinal? Why don't you ask? Ask who? The sacrificed. The witnesses. You've impressed me. You truly are a risk-breaker. Or a trained assassin. A killer. Nonsense is this? Memories, Riskbreaker. Memories. Stop this. Stop this now. Do not run, Ashley. See with your eyes. Papa, a sip of water. Have some of Papa's wine, Marco. Wait right there. I'll fetch some water. Can you give your kid wine? What is wrong with you? Alright, I have hydrated.
And I have returned.
And low. Don't you dare give Marco any wine. It's true, there is non-alcoholic wine. It's like sweet ambrosia. Really? What? The truth, Ashley. Madness. Foul deception. You doubt what I have shown you? It is your memories that deceive. The VKP has burned sweet lies into your soul. You lie. Lies. An elite member of the King's Guard loses his wife and child. Tragedy. He becomes a VKP risk breaker. This is the lie. A memory false as summer snow. You were an assassin and a saboteur and an elite guard. Mistaking them for your target, you murdered an innocent family. For country and justice, you would take any life without thinking, so you sent that family to their deaths. By the gods, you lie. VKP saw the opportunity to turn your guilt to patriotic zeal. They twisted your very soul, Ashley. Your despair at losing your family turned to hate for the lawless jackal that killed them. Hate that should be reserved for yourself. You lie. Do I? Are your newfound abilities not proof enough? You believe Leia Monde responsible. You are remembering the killing arts you learned in a past life. What is memory? Men forget that which pains them. Create new memories to please themselves. Lie to themselves. Believe their own lies. The VKP may have wielded up the brand that burned your soul. But you wanted them to do it. You wanted them to burn your guilt away. What do you want, Sydney? What are you trying to do to me? Truth, Riskbreaker. I just want you to know the truth. Spit on your truth. You have already begun believing. Am I wrong, Ashley? You have seen demons walk the city streets, heard the cries of the dead and damned. You deny these things? Are they illusions? What did you see through that woman's eyes, Ashley? You think you can see the past? Not see. I hear it. Hear? Wait, Sydney. You want the truth? Then follow me, Ashley Riot. I have to heal and then cast some new spells. Well, spell. I have one new spell. Don't remember if I need the MP to cast it. I do. Wait. Oh. Yeah, I need the MP. But I can't see how much MP I need.
Yep.
That should be enough. Yep. So I can't see how much MP I need, but if I access it from the quick menu, it'll show me. Alright, and then I have that other ones to cast.
And did you get the chest in here?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Am I ever...
Probably just disassemble some of these if you want.
I'm gonna disassemble... No, not discard. I'm gonna disassemble the two-handed weapon since I'm not gonna use it.
You will be coming up on a workshop, by the way.
Oh, good. I already have one of those.
Okay. The effects stack, though.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so if you have 3 identical gems, let's say all on a weapon, if they're all, for example, salamander rubies, all 3 of those will stack. Which, once you get the better elemental gems that give 30 instead of giving 15 towards an element, yes, those all stack.
Coffee's cold.
Yeah.
Alright, go north.
Yep, go north, and you will be at a save point. This is the exit of Snowfly Forest. You will never need to come back here.
Thank fucking God. Wait a minute, I'm a Satanist. Thank fucking Lucifer, I guess? I don't know. I grew up not in a Christian household, but going to schools that favored Christianity or Catholicism. I really need to, like, change my vocabulary and not have to be so fucking Christian focused. Nothing against the religion, but not Christian. Fuck you. Gotcha. We've only got one exit out of here.
Yep, you'll be going east a lot here.
Door's been locked. These guys are kind of hot. Jim, I have to kill them. Interesting, they're considered dragons. Alright.
So, guide says to unlatch the door to the north, but go east.
Okay. That's it for my coffee.
Well,
Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna replace my drink. Zeno entertain chat. I don't know, tell them about the birds or something.
well, I can also just do this. Aw. It's on cooldown. Damn, I was gonna redeem it again.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Who's summoning Toothless for?
To entertain chat.
I did tell you to entertain chat. Did you tell them any story about the birds?
Well, the birds haven't done much, so.
I'm sure they would still love to hear about the birds. Everyone loves. Oh, that's a lot of you. Everyone loves hearing about Bandit.
And I was trying not to get my ass kicked in Xenoblade X.
Oh, another circle shield. Oh, I'll take that.
One thing I'd like to point out with this room in the guide. So the previous 3 rooms all said to go east. The section for this room starts out, go on, just say it with a fake lisp, you know you want to. And then it mentions the 3 lizardmen enemies and to go east.
Wait, say that again?
So for the previous 3 rooms in the guide, it's mentioned to go east. For this room in the guide, this section starts out with, go on, just say it with a fake lisp, you know you want to. And then it mentions the 3 lizardmen enemies and to go east again.
Okay.
So guide here says to go south this time to make your way to a timed mini-boss fight.
Okay. Well, my numbness is gone. Got him. Oh! Don't know when we're gonna need that. Exercise undead foes.
So I don't think I ever got that spell to actually do anything. I think I tried using it and then either it missed or it just did nothing. So from here, you go back to the rooms where you were just going east.
Alright, hopefully the enemies don't respawn. There we go, silence is gone.
Yeah, silence only lasts for the current room. Once you leave the room, then it goes away.
Okay, that's good. Let me adjust items while I'm in here. Insta-kill spells have higher accuracy the less HP the target has, so full HP undead equals 0% chance to hit.
Ah, so that's why it never worked for me. Good to know.
Damn. Alright, time to organize my inventory. Bear with me, chat. Alright, where do I go?
Alright, and from here you go east 6 times.
Oh, God.
And all of these locked doors, I honestly have no idea what the hell these are.
That's an unfortunate name for that sigil.
Yeah.
Time attack bosses, according to Takamura.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was wondering when going through here. I think I came through here a couple of times actually. Um, but I was wondering what the hell all these rooms were, and I never looked them up. But good to know that they are time attack stuff.
Oh, they're all flowers. Flowers are plants. It is true. It is as you say. Some parts were added later. The original Chaldean letters cover every wall. The walls of Leia Monde all carved with these glyphs. What do they mean? These are the spell songs. Leia Monde is surrounded by sorcery. You'll likely find them on every den and dovecote in the city. It's unchanged these past 2,000 years. Neither the eroding winds nor the quake have sapped its strength. The dark is strongest toward the center, the great cathedral. I have felt it. The entire city is a circle of magic. Brilliant! Brilliant deduction, my good sir. Top of your class at the academy, indeed. What, you knew? Didn't everyone? The city is the circle, the wellspring. And the book, the grand grimoire for which you seek, you're standing in it. Leia Monde is the grand grimoire. Did you not tell us? This is betrayal most foul. Why have you done this? Your memory fails you. The dark holds no power over me. Nor do I recall us ever being friends. Our friendship with the Duke is fleeting as well. Have you no honor? That I do have. And enough sense to know not to throw my life away for some fool cause. You are naught but a glorified sellsword. You disgust me. We live in peaceful, boring times. No right to be had in killing on the fields of war. We must seize opportunity where we find it. Do you not agree, Guildenstern? You were using me too, after all. I'm your opportunity. You know that. You need me. You are a common harlot. You were born a worm and you will die a worm. Sai was right to expel you from the Riskbreakers. Such praise, I am not worthy. Where is the key? Well then. Tell me or I will see you dead. You kill me? I was a Riskbreaker, you know. What is this? Where am I? What is this I see? Yet I am here. Samantha, it is I. But where? Where are you? They are linked. Samantha's rhythm is attuned to his Guildenstern. Riskbreaker! He is near. He hides. It's past them. You join with Tiger. Yes.
So do not go past that save point. You will trigger a boss fight. Instead, go into the workshop.
Good thing you stopped me. Following materials may be combined: bronze, iron, Hagane. I'm going to save first. Alright. What's the guide recommend I make? Well, let me get on the save first. I don't know why I asked.
Well, the guide literally just says you can probably make a few upgrades to your equipment and add the knuckle guard grip to your piercing weapon. And that's it. That's all it says.
I do have a knuckle guard. Such insight in the guide. Ooh. I believe we have a breastplate in the container, yes. I could probably store some of my excess blades and grips as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's not what I meant. Let me have a look at some of the weapons I have. Not in this in the chest. I have to get out of this first, because I can't see the stats in this menu. It's not as clearly as I want. Oops. Let me equip my trusty Flambert again. I can scroll. Shillelagh has a gem in it that I didn't notice it had. Just, oh, let me, pull Braveheart from this weapon. Grab that. Okay, I could probably store Bonk, because it looks like this Shillelagh is actually stronger. Which makes sense,
I love that you
given
named that Bonk.
Yeah, which makes sense given the Shillelagh is Hagane. Alright, I don't think I need the Silver Dagger anymore. Need to make sure there isn't a gem on it, though. I don't think I need Tabarzan, but... Wait, keep Bonk? Okay. I want to double check something else. Okay, well, Silver Dagger, maybe weak, but it deals a shitload of undead and phantoms. Excuse me, at least compared to my other weapons. Tabarzan we can probably store.
Yeah, I know next to nothing about the crafting and combining in this. So I cannot help as far as any of that. All I know is mix bronze and iron of the same type and you get Hagane. I think it's bronze and iron to do that.
I think so.
Also, fun fact, Hagane just means steel in Japanese.
You can combine Tabarzan and Chamkak to upgrade to Tabar. Indeed I can. Does the Scimitar and the Goblin Club make a Spatha if you fuse them? I guess we'll find out. Let's see. I'm just gonna name this axe, Scimitar and Goblin Club. It does make a Spatha. Alright. One is a rapier that I don't use. It's this one. It's the one that's not equipped. Let's see what it is.
Okay. While Takamura is helping you with all this, I'm going to bug out real quick. So I can go take care of the birds.
So it is this one, the one that's just called Rapier. Which is actually identical to the rapier we already that I already named. Alright. Spatha and rapier is short sword. Oh, whoops. Spatha and the rapier we do not use. We are not using. Short sword. Okay. Okay. What did that eat up? Alright, so we got an edged, blunt, silver, piercing. Alright, these are all better than what I had before as well, because they're all Hagane instead of bronze and iron. Then there's this, which is silver. Alright. So the only extra blade I have on me at the moment is Shamshir. It looks like we have a knuckle guard free. You know, stuff we can do with shields and armor, too. Yeah, I probably could pull some out of storage as well. Should I make something with Shamshir and maybe a knuckle guard? Or should I just hold on to the Shamshir for now? I have 2 circle shields. Oops, that gives me 2 gem slots as well. Come on. There we go. I'm going to quickly save.
Okay, I'm back.
Because that random load just spooked me. We made some weapons.
Oh, nice.
Takamura was very helpful. I think I'm going through the menus too quickly. So the game is having trouble catching up and trying to figure out where I am. I hate games that track the number of times I've saved because it makes me self-conscious. Alright. Bind. Shield. Let's see. Can I combine the circle shield with another circle shield? That just makes a worse one. What do you recommend, Takamura? Quad plus circle. Quad plus circle. Should I make it a silver shield? Invert the order. There we go, a Hagane shield. Alright, so this is what you wanted me to make, a Hagane tower shield? So making sure before I hit OK. Not sure what good a silver shield would do me, anyways. Unless I could, like, bludgeon someone to death with it, but that doesn't sound very effective. Right, and now... Thank you, lizard man. Tower... and spiked for a Hagane round shield. Okay. That all? And then I can pull that breastplate out of my storage. I might have more than one. Oh, yes, okay. Just gonna go ahead and equip that real quick. Okay, I can only have so much armor on me. Let me also save before I do anything else. Just in case the game decides to pull a funny. A hee-hee-hoo-hoo. Funny scream. I hope overwriting the file is what I was intending to do, because I decided to click Discord while it was loading and I forgot what I was doing. So I'm hoping this is the right option.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I was saving. Fucking ADHD. Alright. So I don't have much in the way of chest armors. I have a ringmail that I think is Hagane. And I have something else that is... No, I can check here. It is segmentada. It's bronze. So we can see here. I have a bronze breastplate, a leather jerkin, which I don't think we need to care about, an iron chainmail. Sword of Rude necklace. Alright. I'm gonna do that to free up some space. Oh, you're gonna make me do that? Oh, I can do that. Okay. Alright, you mentioned the breastplate. You want me to pull that? Should I pull the chainmail as well, or just the breastplate? Chainmail too. Okay. Chain leggings and ring leggings when you have space. Okay. I have a lot of them. I don't have a whole lot of space at the moment, so let's do what I need to do with the chest plate. Alright. Yeah, let's do one thing at a time. That makes this confusing for me. Alright. So I have a Hagani ring mail equipped. I have a bronze segmentata, a bronze breastplate, and an iron chainmail. What do you suggest? Chainmail plus segmentata. Hagane scale. That's... Oh, that's really good. Alright. Breastplate. Scale. Hagane Brigadine. Kuda Matata. Yeah, I'm glad Takamura's here. Zeta wouldn't have known about any of this, I don't think.
No, I would not have.
Alright. That it? Is there any reason I shouldn't just do this while I can? I mean, it's not very strong, but... No, I do not have a Hagane headpiece. I mean, these aren't very strong, but... At least give me a Hagane headpiece, I guess. It's the one piece of my armor, the one piece of my equipment that's not Hagane. Alright, let me head back here now. Alright. Chain coif plus Spangenhelm. Cavaset. Use the iron spring. So chain coif. Iron spring. Alright. I don't even know what that is. This is also freeing up a decent amount of space by combining all these. Alright. What's that? Springhelm. Salad. Oh yeah, I'm gonna swap that out. Yeah, this should improve my defense a lot. Alright.
I'm fairly confident the stats of your equipment now are basically the stats that I had before finding a full set of gear in the final area.
So that's how little you combined.
Yeah, that's how little I combined.
Yeah, I don't know if Takamura just has a guide up or a chart up or something, or just knows this off the top of their head, but like... This is like the new math to me. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just doing what I'm told. Except I actually learned the new math because I'm young enough to have learned it. And just only have known it. Alright. Well, this is experimentation on your part. Okay. I probably have enough room to pull out the other leggings. I suppose I could have just hit triangle to get out of that. I bully this game a lot. Is the game punished, or are you punishing... Is the game punishing you, or are you punishing the game? Alright. Let's pull all these out. I punished the game. I took it upon myself to do another playthrough every time I see someone struggling with it.
Oh my god.
I'm not necessarily struggling, but, like, I would be doing a lot worse if I didn't have you and Xeno here.
I would have loved to see you try and find your way through Snowfly Forest. Like, without a guide, without a map.
I'm gonna be honest, I probably would have quit. I don't think I would have made it past that without help. There's a lot about this game I don't think I would have known without help. Which is why I don't usually ban backseating. The only time I do that is in a game where the best way to play it is to not have help, like with Outer Wilds. Or The Return of the Obra Dinn. Which, granted, I didn't stream that because I think I'm too stupid for it. Alright, let's see. Alright, we have 3 Hagane ring leggings and 1 iron chain leggings. Everything, all the other leg armors I have are leather, which means I can't combine them here. I think. Not entirely sure what the workshop's description of what it can combine actually means. If it means that I can't do anything else, or what.
That means you can't work with that equipment. So, like, if you're at a workshop that only says bronze and iron, you cannot use Hagane equipment to combine stuff.
Okay.
But you can make Hagane equipment.
I wonder what that means for the
If
silver.
I understand it properly. I might be completely wrong on that, though.
I wonder what that means for the silver blade that I have. Alright. Ring and chain leggings equals bus count. Use the one that's not equipped. I was gonna have a VTuber armor set where one boot is different from the other. So I love VTubers, I love being a VTuber, but the one thing I hate about most VTubers is the asymmetry of their designs. I hate it so much. I guess it looks nice, but it bothers me. Alright, so no matter what we do, I'm going to have one boot that's fancier than the other one. When you get paid bi-weekly, you only can buy one fancy boot, the other one's a hand-me-down. There's a ring mail and ringlets. A fucking Hagane chain sleeve. Don't ask me how that makes any sense. This game doesn't have paper doll. Oh, you're right. I have mismatched gloves. I didn't even notice. I still have mismatched gloves. Oh, wait a minute. I only have one pair of legs. Okay, I thought it was two that were equipped. No, it's the gloves where they're... Why give me one pair of boots, but separate gloves? Don't get it. Okay, well, if that's the case... I'm gonna save again, just in case this game pulls a funny. God, this fucking... Oh, wait a minute. Ring sleeve plus knuckles equals chain sleeve. That'll get them even. I like symmetry. I don't know if it's autism or OCD or what, but I like symmetry. So what was that? Ring sleeve. Knuckles. Chain sleeve. Perfect. Oh, good. Everything matches now. Well, both of those at least. Showing equipment. Back then, whenever a game did do the rare thing and show equipment changes on body, it was called being a paper doll like the cheap toy from the Shogo era. Oh, I think I get what you mean. Unless we have more things in storage. I don't think so. Let me save first. I think most of what I have in storage is wooden or leather, and that's not going to be very useful for us. We can't even combine it here. I don't think it would even be worth doing, because we have better stuff. We spent nearly 25 minutes just combining things.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I should be taking a lot less damage now, though. Alright, let's see what we got. But I also want to check if I have any excess stuff to store as well. I suppose I could hold on to those grips right now. Yeah, I think we're good. Wooden shields. Well, we got some bronze knuckles, bronze chain sleeve, and bronze bone helm. So yeah, nothing...
How the fuck is a bone thing bronze?
I don't know. I have the silver dagger in case I need it, and I have not been using it. So I'm just going to store it. Dip the bone in melted bronze. Six lizard man.
I guess.
The only saving grace for silver is that it comes pre-made with light element and undead is weak to light. Other than that, silver sucks. I mean, the dagger also just has really short reach, so I just have better use of stronger weapons. Like I said, I haven't been using it. Chocolate-covered ice cream cones at Dairy Queen. So, like, I don't go to Dairy Queen often enough to know what they even have on the menu. I think I've been to Dairy Queen maybe 3 times in my entire life. And I'm 30. I have not been to many Dairy Queens. There's one that's right next to one of my favorite local theaters. The Music Box Theater. I remember when we saw the double feature of the Japanese dub for Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke. We ate at a Dairy Queen right before then, and the Dairy Queen was like out of everything on the menu, so I had to get something other than what I wanted. I think that's where I got to try funnel cake for the first time. One thing I mainly get is cookie dough blizzard. Yeah, I just never go there. Alright, I'm gonna save one more time because I wasn't paying attention. And then I guess we move on. You said there was a boss when I tried to go past the save point?
Yeah. I think it might be interacting with the door that triggers the fight. Not necessarily walking past the save point. But I wanted to catch you before you went over there. That way you could get to the workshop and start like emptying your inventory and whatnot.
Yeah, and this ended up being very lucrative because I have a lot much better equipment now. I'll probably replay this at some point too. I don't know when. I usually don't replay RPGs very often. Usually I prefer to replay Nintendo ones because they're shorter. We just saved. Alright. It is interacting with the door. Did want to see what Sydney had planned for our little agent here. But now it's time to end the game. Rosencrantz, kill him. Show him your power. Show him how you make the dark kneel. My pleasure. Meet again, Ashley. No idea how long I've waited to measure swords with you. What do you mean? See, I've known you for a long time. I was the one who set you up as the VKP's errand boy. And I have you to thank for my current lack of employ. What? Here, let me jog your memory. Any advice?
Guide says... Gin Amber and Sylphid Topaz on the piercing weapon. And then cast Prostasia and Invigorate on Ashley.
So what was it on the weapon again?
Gin Amber and Sylphid Topaz. I think it's just to try and like buff any affinity as high as you can.
And then Prostasia and Invigorate.
Yeah. And the guide says to go for his right arm.
Ah, there it is. God damn, that was fast.
Well, that crit kind of helped. Because
Yield!
that crit and then the hit afterwards took out half his health, essentially.
Shame your skill in the killing arts did not go the way of your memory. What killing arts? You really don't remember. Should give the VKP more credit. We were in the same unit, you and I. What unit? You mean in the Kingsguard? Kingsguard? More VKP lies, I'm afraid. That summer day. That warm summer day. I was there with you. Well done, Commandant. Both right through the heart. What? They're just peasants. Their luck ran ill, is all. All witnesses to our operations must be dealt with. It is our code. They were wrong to picnic here. You are the hand of justice. We are the hand of justice. It's for the good of the realm. Few sacrifices is nothing. Few sacrifices? You tell me why these people had to die. Why we had to kill them. They were innocents. It's not our charge to protect these very souls? Or is it not our charge to protect these very souls? What has come over you? You sound the addle-pated preacher. Commandant! What is wrong? The Riskbreakers may be the wards of the law now, but it was not always so. We were always champions of justice, true, but a justice that served the state alone. We were above the law. We assassinated political enemies of Parliament and sent sharp steel to bloody the civil wars of our neighbors. To the people, we were the knights of law and order. To our enemies, we were the Parliament's hatchet men. You were a commandant, one of the best. Only your sense of justice was not so keen. VKP was not about to lose one of their best without a fight. And you? Myself? I was picked up by the VKP, like you. I learned about Le Monde when I was sent to spot in Muhlenkamp. Then I made some friends. The Cardinal's men or Muhlenkamp? Both. You weren't the only one unhappy with the old killing, it seems. Threats, burglary, murder, we were no different than common ruffians. Prey on people, we on nations. There were others that tried to forget. Some went mad, others took their own lives. Not I, however. I will use them as they used me. You know them, eh? Privileged, ruling from their satin couches, born with silver spoons in their mouths. Shrewd moneyers standing on the backs of the poor. The pawns have seen the game board for what it is. Now there was only one thing left. Le Monde? The Blades, the VKP, they all want the power it holds. Correct. And dear Sydney holds the only key. I cannot fathom what his intentions are in using you as a vessel for the dark. Regardless, his time is nigh. And the Blades will do your dirty work. These pious fools have been long steeped in filth. I will not yield so easily next we meet. You are a poor loser, Rosencrantz. Say what you will. Lying to ourselves, believing our own lies. gonna let my MP recharge, and then I will move on. So, really, everything we learned about Ashley at the start of the game has been a lie.
By the way, worth noting, I do not know where the next save room is. Looking at the guide, there's a lot to go through. And I don't see the guide like saying, hey, save your game.
Think it would be worth saving the rest, the next stuff for next time.
Possibly. Let me look up something real quick.
All right. Do you want me to look up, show the room I'm in? The Warrior's Rest in the Keep. Yeah. Also, I might have to double up on this next month to make sure that I can finish the game before Metroid Mania. Oh shit! Someone was gonna DM me a suggestion for a replacement chat display that wasn't Stream Elements, and I don't think they ever did. I forget who it was though, so I don't know who to ask. I want to say it was Reality Glitch. I think that was their name. Something like that. They were in chat earlier. I don't know if they're still here. Someone yesterday was going to tell me about chat app or something I can use to show it on stream.
Okay, there is a save room coming up.
Okay. How close?
The guide just doesn't mention that it's a save room.
How close is it?
Let's see. "14 rooms.
Any bosses in between? You know?
1.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Alright. I have to hit the bathroom first, though.
There we go.
So, I will be right back. Entertain chat while I'm gone. Okay. The one thing I don't like about coffee is a diuretic. So every time I drink coffee, I really have to piss like an hour later.
Yeah.
Alright, we move on. I have my fan on for a bit. I think I don't need it on anymore. Okay. Yeah, I knew I forgot something.
So that spell, very, very, very powerful. It lets you just ignore like any magic.
The description says the next spell cast on me.
Yep.
So I think that just
It's
stays.
only the next one.
I think that just stays until it happens.
Yep. And do pay attention to when you have that, because if you try to cast heal on yourself and you have magic ward active, your heal ain't doing shit.
And it'll just eat up the ward.
Yep. I found that out the hard way, and then I got nuked by something.
Alright, so we leave through the store, I guess?
Believe so. Yeah, the north door.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Alright, that's all the defense affinities. Alright, we got a lot of options here for where to go.
Guide, not game, says go west.
West, that would be this way.
Alright, there's a door here that you can unlatch.
There's a save
There's
point
a save
here.
point there? Oh shit. Okay. And the guide does not mention the save point at all.
And they did what you looked up, apparently, because he said there was 14 rooms away. This isn't 14 rooms.
I didn't even notice that one in the list.
Well, it's also kind of hidden. If you have the camera or the face in a certain way, you're probably not even going to see it. Alright. What'd you say before this?
There's a door that you can unlatch here. Unlatch it and then return east.
Alright. Alright.
So just continue that direction.
Sorry. Allow me to lubricate my organs.
Huh.
That's much better. Something is tickling my throat. So I need something to cast a spell on me so I can get rid of my magic ward without wasting one of my own spells.
I mean, you could just cast heal on yourself. It's not like heal costs much to cast.
You're right. I might have to end earlier than I thought if my throat's going to keep doing this. Oh, that barely healed for anything. Gotcha. To the store, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh. That was a Mandrake sigil. Ooh, silence! Alright. So just continue. Unfortunate. Their own resistance is doomed, those magic knights. They have high light resistance, so it blocks most of the healing. It's like Ko-Delka's... how Ko-Delka handles healing. In that game, your magic defense actually can block healing and make it less effective if you're healing through magic. So if you're playing through Ko-Delka, you, based on what Lilybat told me, because when I was streaming it, I had a friend on stream with me, you want to keep your magic resistance high enough that you can survive magic hits, but not so high that it blocks healing from working. I don't know if you play Ko-Delka, Takamura, but that's another PS1 RPG. I thought it was good, but I also didn't think it was really anything special outside of what's unique about it. Like, it was good, but it wasn't, like, groundbreaking. However, it's really cool because it has, the mocap and the writing, or the mocap and the acting, was done by theater actors. And it's a horror RPG. It is the precursor to the Shadow Heart series. Alright. We got, 2 doors here.
Well, guide says enter the unlocked door. So my guess is the door
one of them's on a
dot.
door. So it's this one. Because one is in the door.
Ah. Then yeah, it's probably that one.
So I'll type the name in chat so you can just Google it that way, because I don't know if I spelled it or pronounced it properly, but that's how you spell it. Alright, is this the right area?
What's the name of the area? Or name of the room, I should say.
Train and grow strong.
Yep, go north.
Looks like I can't go south anyways. Let me just do that so I can get that as well. Ow.
What?
None of my weapons are doing any damage.
Then up the affinity of one of your weapons with gems. Like cast Pistachio on yourself. Like you have options.
I don't know what beats air.
I think it's saying that your current weapon is air.
Ah, okay.
You can also cast Analyze and then check the enemy weaknesses from there. Assuming it actually works.
Looks like it didn't. Because I can't check the enemy. I can at least damage him now. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. It shows everything I've analyzed.
It shows everything in the current battle, or like the current fight. Not everything you've analyzed.
Alright,
I
he's
believe,
weakest
at least.
to earth and light. No, it is in the current battle. Okay. Forgetting where everything is. Oh, my MP is too low. God fucking...
Did you hit the wrong button?
I did.
Nice.
There we go, that's much better. Lamau, I killed him with that. Ow. Alright. I'm gonna wait for my MP to charge. I'm assuming we just follow the rooms here. Looks like we're back in the
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like we're back in the city wall, so we only got one direction to go. Okay, hey Takuma, good night. We'll be probably streaming the same day, same time next week.
See you, Takamura.
Alright. What do you mean it missed?
Lamau.
Alright. Oh, we got another door here.
What room is this?
This is... The invaders are found.
Go north.
Looks like this door is unlockable, at least. But...
That was a lot of damage.
Yep. Okay, that wasn't as bad. Alright. Yeah, we just wait for the MP to go back up and then we can move on.
So next room, it should be 3 gargoyles in it, and then the room after that will be a boss fight.
Okay.
And then the room after the boss fight is a save room. There are enemies in that save room, though, so you have to clear it first.
Okay. do not like these gargoyles.
I seem to have good luck going for the wings, from what I remember. As you get a fucking crit.
There we go.
Okay. Boss fight in the next room. While you're in this room, once you're done with letting your MP and whatnot charge, I would recommend casting Prostasia on yourself, like right next to the door. That way you can just run into the next room.
Alright, what do you recommend for gems?
The guide recommends using the Soul Kiss dagger, which I think was a silver dagger, and putting a Braveheart gem on it.
I don't have a silver weapon on me.
So just go a Braveheart gem, then.
Is the boss undead?
I don't think so. They're one of the elementals, so I doubt it.
Dude, which elemental?
This is a dark elemental.
Alright, I don't have anything that deals with light.
Go back into the gems for your weapon.
Wait, yes I do.
Hit square so you can show affinity. There you go. Because you always want to check the affinity amount as well. Because some of the gems give 15, some give 30. So if you can't find anything that's like really good, well, your weapon's got, it looks like it has 26 light. So if you can find a way of lowering your air affinity, without lowering your light, that is. Unless you just want to try to buff your air affinity as high as you can.
I do not have anything that can lower the air.
Yeah, lowering air would usually buff earth. And yeah, you don't have anything like that yet. But that should be fine. Throw a mana breaker onto your shield, though. So, put your weapon away first. Now, without your weapon out, cast Prostasia on yourself. Now cast Magic Ward on yourself. and then run through the door and take your weapon out. Then cast Degenerate on the elemental once you get the chance.
Zero damage.
Oh, wonderful. Your current weapon, what type of damage is it?
Piercing.
That's part of the problem, then. Because this guy resists piercing.
What is he better? Is edged or blunt better?
Blunt light is what you want.
I can't do light. Zero damage. Oh, let me Prostasia. See if that helps. I can't.
Did you move gems over onto this weapon?
No, but it won't matter because it won't boost light enough. Physical is taking too much.
Okay, but you can probably boost another element.
Well, I need to know what other element first.
You can also, like, throw on, what did you have on the other one? A Braveheart, I think a Demonia?
Yeah. But I thought Demonia was good against
when you swap
Dark.
weapons, the first thing you should do is swap the gems over as well.
The Demonia is good against evil, not dark.
Yeah.
I really wish I could move equipped gems onto another item rather than having to unequip them first. Still zero damage. Fireball, zero damage. Ah, Spirit Surge will hurt him, though.
Ah, okay. He's got 380 health.
This is basically a war of attrition
Yep.
at this point. Because I can't damage him with anything else.
And by this point in the game, I still had a silver dagger on me.
I put it in storage.
So I eventually just swapped to that. Because I killed this guy relatively quickly.
There we go. I could use some MP ups, game. Ooh, meteor.
Yep.
Oh, you said the next room is the save room?
Yeah, there are enemies in the save room, and for dealing with those enemies, I would recommend casting Magic Ward as fast as possible, because there's a nasty enemy in there that uses magic.
Alright.
It'll be 2 dark skeletons and 1 dark eye, and it's the dark eye that's the nasty one.
I'm gonna cast Magic Ward before I head in there. I think it lasts until I get hit with the spell.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think I ever saw it end on its own in like my entire playthrough. God, it didn't even give you a chance. It fired that off so fast. Yeah, thankfully, those guys go down fairly quickly, but they are nasty if you do not take care of them. Like, when I was here first, I walked in this room, that fucker fired off a spell at me and ate, like, half my health in one hit.
God damn. Die already! There we go.
He's a speedy little bastard.
Alright, so we're gonna end
One thing
here.
to note about rooms like this, by the way.
Yeah?
Later on, once you get the teleportation spell, that lets you teleport between save points. If you teleport to this room, all those enemies will be back.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true for any save room that has enemies in it. Where if you leave... I couldn't figure out exactly what the trigger for it was to get them to respawn, but it feels like if you leave the map and like go to a different area and come back, then all the enemies will respawn. So that's one thing to keep in mind for later on, especially when we get to the part of the guide where we're hopping around between save points in order to collect items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, by that point in the game, you can probably one-shot all these bastards, but still.
I'll probably have much better equipment.
Yeah.
Alright, Lizzie, Alright. So, we'll be back tomorrow with Mario Golf. So, speaking of Mario Golf, if we're doubling up Vagrant story for next month to make sure I can finish the game before May, it's probably going to be a while before we do another, multiplayer night. Because with my new schedule for marathons and how I'm going to handle them, I'm going to be doing them Monday through Friday. Which gives me more time for the marathon and more time to have extra games in them if I need them. So I think what I might do is if I happen to finish every game I picked out early, I'll just end the marathon there and then come back the following month. That'll be true for October as well. That way I get a little extra rest. Okay, but thank you for helping me tonight. Oh, let me get the map name where we are.
Yeah, it is Undercity West 2, and then Sinner's Corner.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in.
In your notes, did you specify 2 for Undercity West?
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Blue Sky. If you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. And if you want to get me something nice, I have a Throne. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with Mario Golf Super Rush. I already know who we're going to raid. Kohai is finally back. He was away for work. And he's playing a game called Zort. I have no idea what it is. But, we're gonna raid him. Okay. Just check something. Another lethal company type? Okay, another group of 4 dipshits. Alright. So, we'll be back tomorrow with Mario Golf. If you would like to join in on the raid, The raid message is the usual Dapper Dragon raid. You can just copy this raid message. You can use whatever emotes you want as long as you copy the raid message. That's all I care about. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.